should take it slow.
What is going on? People of YouTube land, welcome again to another video. I really hope I'm in the frame. I have no time to edit, so I'm going to kind of do this quick duck. It is Valentine's Day, and today we're going to talk about a predator. Yeah, we love talking about predators. As in Predator Badlands. All right. So in this movie, I think this was one of the best Predator movies, not only cinematography-wise, but this was the first one even my mom, who's not a common moviegoer, loved to see. Now, I love the fact, I think the CGI blended with, with the practical effects looked really good. I know a lot of people were griping on the new Predator face, and I think it was a little harsh to judge that way. Where will I start with this? So, I'm going to start at the beginning. We are introduced to this predator, and this predator is talking to his brother, and his brother's basically like, you've disgraced the family for whatever reason. I'm going to try not to get too spoilery, so it's a half spoiler show. However, you guys, so if you're not a spoiler lover, get the fuck out of the area. We're not having you. But if you're into just having a good review, then welcome in, welcome aboard. I think the first 5 minutes of the movie had me hooked. I really love the idea of brotherly love, and the fact that it showed that Predator, even though he's this master killer, they have feelings, and even though they take orders, they're not just mindless robots who just want to kill. They're doing it out of a sense of pride, which I'm not a fan of because that's what makes them monstrous. But it was nice to see their human side where, spoiler territory, the brother ends up saving his brother, and he's basically sent to this death planet. And when he gets there, he meets this AI chick, and she is hilarious. I love the dynamic between the two of the characters. One character is serious, which is the Predator. Predator is perfect. I thought he was completely awesome. I'm gonna say it. He's completely bad booty. Like, I'm not gonna say the A word right now because I don't feel like swearing, but he's completely bad booty, and it is something to see. I think the fight sequences, 10 out of 10. The CGI, 10 out of 10. I just was actually mind blown because so many people were hating on this film. I watched a lot of movie critics. They were like, oh, he's not as good as the other Predator. He was supposed to be smaller. That was the point. He's not supposed, and he's not even the same Predator that you saw. They clarify that in the movie. He's not part of the Alpha squads, which were honored. They don't just kill, they don't just judge each other based on kill rank. They judge on protection. And I feel like seeing a predator go through emotion was different. What else can I say? We had the girl in there. I think she was great. I forgot her name. I'm going to try to think of her name. I can't remember her name. But she played two different characters. She played herself and her sister. Unless that was her twin sister. I don't know her personally. But if it wasn't her twin, she played the heck out of both characters to the point I couldn't even tell the difference between one or the other. And I thought that was really cool. You got to see, it wasn't like he just randomly became nice. You got to see reasons why he became nice. And he became nice for the wrong reasons. But I think towards the end of the movie, he realized there was more to life besides just killing to make honor. Because you could tell based on the first 5 minutes, it was all about they were cutting themselves. Blah. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. And then you find out later, he's like, you know what? Wait, my own race doesn't even do that all the time. Why am I doing that? And I thought that was a very big lesson. And even if you connect that to religion, it's beautiful. Because me being raised as a Catholic, I think that's beautiful. Like, oh, you don't need to be cutting people up. You don't need to prove yourself through blood and fighting. You got to just be a good person and protect those you love in your clan. It was a great message to leave with the audience. And I think it was a highly underrated movie of this year or last year, because it came out a little bit last year, I think. But it's definitely highly underrated. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. My mother, who hates these kind of movies, couldn't take her eyes off the screen. The CGI was almost scary. Like with the bug sequences, I'm like, this looks real. Like, for how lame I've been seeing CGI and like Marvel and stuff lately, this was refreshing to watch for any moviegoer, whether you're a fan of Alien versus Predator, whether you're a fan of just action movies. I would even compare it, like my parents were watching it, to like The Labyrinth. Like, it was like an adventure movie where you just keep seeing these mystical creatures, and it was an action version, yes, but it was definitely more of an adventure tale than seen before. And it wasn't like these jump cuts. They really showed these fights in detail. Like, these monsters come out the trees. They're grabbing on people. It wasn't like they were... I didn't see laziness in this movie at all. And I come from a film college. I come from somebody who makes videos on my own. You can look through my channel. It's top-notch CGI in this movie. And they didn't... And I feel like they explained... Like, they didn't poop on the other movies. Like, oh, there are different species. So if you want to watch this, you can watch it and say it's connected to all the other ones. And I think that's really cool. I'm a huge fan of this series. The way the movie ended, it seems like they were prepping for a sequel. And I'm totally down. I don't know about y'all, but I'm totally down. Spoiler warning, his mom shows up at the end. After all this, he did all this for his dad. Now his mom shows up with an army that looks 20 times the size of the dad's. This stuff is gonna hit the fan and the poop is gonna start flying. And that's all I have to say. I'm giving this movie a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason I say 9 is because there is no perfect movie. It's really hard to give 10 out of 10s lately, because when I really think about it, there's always something I could find. I would say the thing, if I had to find a gripe with the movie, it's a very small gripe. He didn't wear the mask enough. I know everybody's going to say, oh, what are you showing his alien? I kind of missed the mask. When he put it on for like a couple seconds, I was like, yes, now he's in full Predator mode. But it was nice to see a Predator. I feel like it kind of desensitizes you along the way, seeing his face all the time. It makes it less dramatic when you do see his face. But besides that, movie solid 10 out of 10. I think it did what it wanted to do, though. It wasn't trying to make him necessarily scary. It was trying to show you a Predator's perspective of these fights. So if you're a fan of any sci-fi, if you're a fan of any type of adventure movie that's a little creepy, this is definitely the movie for you. Definitely go out and see it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy your Valentines. I'm going to enjoy mine. And woo-woo! Have a good one. Take care.